He could have bought from us. You could have helped him and his family, but because you didn't listen to what he said, your whole sales call, the whole sales call, all the 45 minutes that you just did, and I'm going to be so fucking harsh here, I'm sorry. The entire 45 minutes you just did has gone to nothing because of one small error.
Okay, for context on this, you're going to be listening to me doing a call feedback for one of my closers, who just fucked his call up in a very, very stupid manner. But anyway, listen to my feedback. You'll see it's a little bit harsh, a little bit direct, but it worked. So this closer you're looking at actually became my top closer about a week after this. He started closing in deals left and right. So he's fantastic at what he does, but you'll listen to how I handle harsh feedback.
Thanks. Yeah, I hear you. I'm working on it. I apologize. I had to do all kinds of things.
It's fine. Can you turn on your camera?
All right. Yeah, I got it on now. I think. Is it on now?
Nope.
No. What the heck? I turned it.
Oh, got it. Yes,
it's on.
got it.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's on. All right, cool. All right, sorry about all that.
Fine, man. Honestly, I thought you weren't going to show up. I was going to write the message,
No, I was working on it. I just said I have a Mac in my office, and I got iPhones, but this Mac computer is not. I'm not used to it.
It's fine. Let me share my screen actually. So
okay.
There you go. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Joseph, I believe we never actually got on a call before this meeting, right?
No, we haven't.
We haven't. So let me just introduce myself. Okay, so I'm Abby. I pronounce it Abby.
Okay, way better. Where was this in the other fucking calls? Like, where was this? Jesus Christ, he's a different guy. He's a different guy. Let me introduce myself. Bang! And the screen shares straight up on the fucking screen. Boom, just like that. Good. Much better.
Honestly, just call me AJ or Brown Lead Guy, anything that works with you, okay? And how are you doing today, man?
No, pretty good. Been busy this morning, but doing well.
Yeah, I can tell. It's kind of been hard to get hold of you, actually. But
yeah, it's I don't have the best reception where I'm working at right now, so it's
It's no, I can tell your video was a bit pixely, but that's fine. So, you know what? Let me just give you an idea of how I like to usually go with these calls. So what I do first is I understand about your business, okay? Now, I do that just so I know if we can even actually help you, because if we can't, then I just save your time, we end this call.
Good. Okay, we're now 2 minutes in and you're setting the agenda of the call. This is way better. In some of the calls I was listening to, you were talking about the fucking shoe size and shit at this point, so well done.
And you move ahead, okay? And if we are a good fit though, then I'll get into explaining how we actually find you those leads and qualify them and book them completely for you. So does that sound good so far?
Yep.
Great. So just to be clear, it is your business that we're going to be talking about today, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Do you have anyone else making a decision alongside you, or is it just you?
No, it's just me.
Okay, great. And Joseph, where exactly did you find us? Was it on NBC News or Facebook?
I think it was Facebook or Instagram, something like that. I'm not one to Facebook.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay, the Facebook ad. I get that. So what made you
really milk that, by the way, that first one? Where did you find us? Was it like and just say, oh, it could be anything, like NBC News, Fox News, Facebook? Where did you see us? Yahoo Finance, Business Insider? Like, dude, fucking name drop. Do what you got to do. Really build that credibility. Emphasize that a little bit.
Did you specifically want to book a call with me today when you saw that Facebook ad?
Oh my god. Okay, you're recovering so fucking well. On the other sales calls, I was fucking rage quitting. This is way better. You are you're asking it the same way I would. What specifically made you want to book the call? Well done.
And leads are I've always been word of mouth, but when the economy changes and things, it helps to have something that's not word of mouth, because that's kind of gotten it slowed down some. You think people that have plenty of money, they usually when the economy gets, they don't know when it's uncertainty, they stop. So you need the influx of new people, which doesn't come along without some new leads. So I haven't been doing any of that, so I can use it.
Yep. Honestly, I think that's what we heard with most of our clients, who most of them use word of mouth actually in your industry. But I think the problem comes when word of mouth is good, but does it give you a good result every single month? Not really. And
no.
And like you said, when times go bad, it's like a chain, right? With word of mouth, like one person goes to 3, and once one of those gets cut, you're losing 3 jobs now.
Exactly.
Okay, good. Crediting, but we're not discrediting. Here's by the way, here's how you discredit. Just say to him after that comment, and Joseph, like there are literally guys out there right now in this exact industry that are doing just fine. They don't have to rely on word of mouth. They're doing just fine, and they're not even that smart. They might not be smarter than you, they might not have a better service than you, but they're just doing the right things. And that's what we're going to figure out for you today. Holy shit. I'd want to listen to that. It's way more powerful, it's way more succinct, has more of an impact. These are just small things, dude. Like, it really helps. A little seasoning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So somebody sells their place or whatever, and then they got a new guy in there where they already have a guy. So that's a thing, and that happens a lot,
That's true. So is this your first time venturing outside of word of mouth, or have you tried anything before?
I've tried a couple things before in the past. It's been a few years ago, but I didn't have much luck. I say I got one job from, it was this, I can't remember the name of the company, but they were land clearing leads. It was like I can't remember. It was the first one I'd ever seen like that. And I did it with them. I got one lead, but one job off of it, but the job was like 140 grand, so it wasn't a good job. So, but other than that, I haven't had any luck with much. I've done some Facebook advertising, but I'm not the best with all that, so it's not my cup of tea.
So you got one lead, and in how much of a time frame was that?
It was probably like 3 months. And it was
3 months and one lead?
Yeah, it's pretty good bit of money wrapped up in it. But I mean, I guess for the one job, it did fine. But that's all I ever got from it. Because I asked everybody that calls, like, where'd you find out? And that guy, he told me. And I was like, I know they put like an ad on Craigslist or something like that. And that's where he found me at. I don't know.
Wait, how much did you charge for that?
how much did they charge you for that?
Yeah, yeah. How much did they charge you?
It was a couple grand, you know, for the
Oh
service.
my god.
Yeah, it was
Couple of-
it put a bad taste in my mouth to say the least. You know, I was like, man, these people are something else. You know, I'm a sucker, I guess. You know, I don't know.
And were they open about them going to face? Like, did they tell you that they're going to post you on Craigslist? And
No, I had
I
had no clue, like none whatsoever. I was like, wow, I did not know that.
Wait, so you just paid them a couple of grand without asking how they actually get you that?
Well, no, they were. I thought it was like they were going to work on my website, which they never did. And then, but they had like a landing page that came through, and I thought that's where the lead was generated from. But this guy didn't find it there. You know, I think mainly they were based out of Florida. And they kind of.
Okay, just now. Let's listen to what you just said.
It was 5 or 6 years ago. It was before all this really took off, and you had a bunch of options out there that I'd seen before.
5 or 6 years ago. It's a long time ago. So you never tried.
5 or 6 years ago. That's a long time ago. So you've never tried anything since then?
Yeah. So I said I don't know enough about all this to ask the right question, so I'm just going to stick to what I know. But that only gets you so far. You know, I like to grow the business.
He told you no, he hasn't tried anything in 6 years, and you said, yeah, I'm not surprised. Huh? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? How are you not surprised? You're speaking to a business owner that lost $2,000 in marketing and hasn't tried anything since in the last 6 years. And you're not surprised? Bro, you gotta listen. You gotta listen, you gotta think, my friend. Don't go in salesman autopilot. Think about what he just told you. What do you mean, Joseph? Wait, for real? Really? In 6 years you haven't tried a single thing? Why? Like, huh? So you've just relied on word of mouth for 6 years? And so why did you come to us now? Not like a year ago, or 5 years ago, or 6 years ago. Why now? What made you change all of a sudden?
Posted on Facebook too. How did that go?
It did okay. I mean, I had a lot of tire kickers there.
See, he said the economy was a bit bad, but I mean, the economy's gone up and down over the last 6 years. I mean, why do you really need us now? Like, are things slowing down that much?
So, you know, not a lot of jobs. A lot of go get a lot of jobs and look, but it's usually, you know, you don't ever hear back from them. I think a lot of people probably just getting bids because they have to have 2 or 3 for whatever. If it's like a erosion work, NRCS type stuff, you know, they have to have like, but they usually got the one person they're gonna tell how much money they got, and then let the guys just be a little bit cheaper than whoever turns in a bid. You know, that kind of thing. I get that a lot, I believe.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, we actually had a client the other day. He came to us and he said he tried posting on Facebook himself, and he did jobs like filling grandma's bottle, and he usually does like 10K jobs. So
yeah, exactly. You know, you go look at these jobs, and they're like, they want all this done. Like, I got $2,500. I'm like, well, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I mean, because people don't understand this stuff.
Good. Again, we're discrediting, but we're not crediting. Like, you just gotta say. And remember, what we're gonna talk about today, Joseph, we only specifically target the higher paying types of jobs. Move on. Boom. Next.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
And by the way, you can actually pre-sell someone in a KYC just by discrediting and crediting. It's your secret weapon.
People about running the business, having the equipment, maintaining it, you know.
Yeah. I feel like half the time in their mind, they're like, you have the equipment, you might as well just come and get a job done. Like, to them, it's like, oh, free 2,500, like, come and get it.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I got to move 3 pieces of equipment out there, and you know, that don't work, you know.
Okay, for very, very good conversational. I'll tell you the reason this is working, right? Is your energy state. Whatever the fuck's going on with your energy right now is good. It's causing him to behave in the same way you are right now. Humans mirror each other, right? If I come in at a sales call, and my tonality and my way of welcoming in the sales call is high energy and focused, they will be high energy and focused. You're the reason that right now he is wanting to listen to you. Like CJ, for example. You came into that call a little bit unprepared. You were speaking about his like fucking daughter's broken leg, and like you phoned him like he was at a fun fair and some shit. Doesn't matter, dude. Doesn't matter. Doesn't help. Doesn't set the energy. Doesn't set the focus. Whereas what you've done on this call is you've set the energy and you've set the focus without even realizing. So well done.
Yeah, but so, I mean, honestly, with word of mouth, you've been going on for a long time. So when would you really say this issue started coming along with you, where you're like, you need to change?
Man, last year, really.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Got busy and.
Okay, fuck yeah. Good question.
Like earlier this spring, I broke my arm. Well, both bones in my left arm. I was pinned down, trapped. You know, it took me about 3 hours to get my own self loose. But so I broke both the bones right here, and I hadn't been able to do.
What is it with all these fuckers and breaking their legs and arms and shit? What the fuck?
A lot, because I still 5 pounds the limit on this hand, but I was lucky I still got my arm. I don't know how I didn't cut it off, but that was the deal. So that kind of put a damper on things, and then I just, you know, I was like, man, I can't afford to spend any money on R, you know.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be. If I were in your shoes right now, I would be so fucking excited. My head would be banging off the fucking wall right now. I would have stood up, thrown my headset, and started fucking pacing. He has given you everything you need to do to sell this man. I mean everything. He's told you the North Star of the call. Like, I mean in so much detail you didn't even have to fucking try. He's told you why he's there. He's there because of a family. He's a fucking father, right? And do you know what a father needs? A father needs stability. Not for himself. He's not on this call for himself. He's on this call for his daughter and his fucking wife. That's why. He's just told you it. So our system, what we sell him now, has to make him feel like it's going to protect his family. The same way this fucking business provides for every single employee that works for it, for their families, right? We need to make him feel looked after on this call. Like every single door is open, it's impossible to fail. So let's see. He wants time freedom as well, by the way, so he can spend more time with his daughter. That's also what he said.
Yeah. And is she doing fine, by the way? I remember you mentioned she got into a bit of an accident.
Oh, yeah, she's fine. She was mad because she just got a new car. She got rear-ended, but, you know, I told her, I said, look, the good thing about it is you got Bronco, and you wanted a back bumper to match your front one, so now we'll just put your back bumper on there. It's no big deal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's always going to be somebody with no insurance, you know, that hit her, and I'm like, well, you know.
So is it only you who work on the jobs, or do you have a crew?
I got 2 guys.
Okay, I feel like we've missed some points. His last paragraph to us was, I want to spend more time with my family. I just need a steady flow of leads, instead of this sporadic things like they are. Like, yeah, dude, don't ask if his daughter's fine. Like, figure out how big the problem is. Don't make the problem feel like it's, oh, my daughter's okay, she's fine. No. We're not asking is the daughter's fine at that point. What we should be asking is, how many leads do you get? Why do you say it's sporadic? Like, how often do they come through, usually? Like, over these last few weeks, how sporadic really has it been? What do you mean? Like, I will literally just say this. When you say sporadic, like, what exactly do you mean? Dude, just get him to really dig into his own pain point. Oh, well, one day we get this leads, and then it's this type of job, and I'm like, huh, yeah, I mean, you don't want that, right? No, of course not. Huh. Yeah, that must be taking up a lot of your time, right? Yeah, quite a bit. So if we got you the right type of leads and better quality jobs, I mean, how much extra time do you think you'd have on a day-to-day basis? Do you know? I mean, it's kind of hard to predict, but what do you think? Dude, we're painting a fucking image here. Like, as a salesperson, if someone told me they're scared of, like, stoplights and traffic lights in America, okay, what do you mean? It's a bit strange. Okay, and for how long have you been afraid of stoplights for? And what color on the stoplight makes you the most scared? Okay, and when did this start? And do you think that will ever change? Like, bro, no matter what, as a salesperson, I can ask more questions, even if it's fucking strange. That's just an example, but lock into what they tell you and really focus for the pain, and then build that pain.
You know, I told her, I said, look, the good thing about it is you got Bronco, and you wanted a back bumper to match your front one, so now we'll just put your back bumper
Let's skip through.
That's when things really start to slow down, you know.
Was it because of your accident, or?
No, I think logging slowed. They closed down a big mill about 60 miles.
Okay, he said things are really starting to slow down. He's had his accident, he's had this shit come up, he's had that. Do you know what I would have said? I said to him, listen, Joseph, like, that happens a lot. That's life. But you know what we're going to try and build you today? Is this system that no matter what, you're sick, you're on vacation, your leg breaks, your neck breaks, you'll still be able to, well, maybe not your neck, that's a bit extreme. But you'll be able to just wake up the next day and the leads are still coming in. And if the team are there and the crew are there, it can still just keep running regardless. And paint this picture to him. Say, like Joseph, I'll be honest as well, if you get that nailed, you don't just have more time for the family. At one point, if you want to, you can just take a step back from the business and let it run. But anyway, we'll talk about that and then move to the next question. Like, bro, that's so fucking effective, that sort of shit. And I say this to people and it pre-sells the fuck out of them.
Here, and so I did a lot of work. I have some family that logged, and they only cut private timber, and I always cleaned up behind them, you know.
I'm gonna be super picky here. I notice when the guy's talking, you say like, yeah, quite a lot. I used to do that a lot. It's a bad habit. What happens when you do that is it cuts people off in their sentence a little bit and can stop them from saying that extra 1 or 2 sentences that reveal pain points.
You know, I guess I was naive to some
cautious.
of that. How volatile it was, how easy it could change, but it changed quickly, and that got me.
So I guess you're, not to point fingers, but your biggest mistake was relying on one source for your job.
Yeah,
right?
no doubt.
And I'm sure you learned your lesson by now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was
very good. Very good. Do you know what you've done there is you've thought ahead. You said, what am I going to pitch him? How do I make him feel like that's his only option for success? And you've just sealed the fucking deal right there. Well done. And just to clarify that point, the reason I'm saying that is, you know that we do multiple lead sources, not just one. And you've just hinted towards it. You've made him feel like that's the only way to success. So well done.
That was not good.
But that was 1 year ago. So why didn't you try anything back then when it started to change? Why now?
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. Now we're talking.
It was the middle of last year. I don't know. I'm hard headed, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I had plenty of work at the time, but it just kind of, as I worked through it all, it kind of just.
Okay. Remember that. He said he's hard headed. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, when you say you're hard headed, what do you mean? Are you stopping yourself from taking that risk and starting up and working with another company? Like, what do you mean hard headed? Like, are you stuck in your ways? And, like, how so? Really trying to understand.
Just, nothing really big this year so far. I've had a couple I built up.
3 words. What, when, why? What do you mean? When was this? Why? And you can keep a conversation going for fucking years.
2 or 3 ponds and done some erosion work. Okay. And I got a couple guys that I've always worked for. I do a lot of their stuff.
Good. I like that you're asking, like,
so those jobs keep the bills paid. What's the exact type of job you'd want more of? Like exact value, exact size, how far away would that job be?
I mean, I generally try to stay within 50 or 60 miles of here, but I will go. Okay. I've worked much farther away than that for the right size job, But I like working for recreational places, doing habitat stuff. I like that stuff.
So where would the cap be for it to be too big?
Where would the cap be for it to be too big? Here's a better question to ask. What would be your limit as a business? We don't want to overload you. Psychologically, that makes him think that we can provide more than he can potentially handle, meaning our service is aimed towards big businesses, because it is. It makes him see us more credible. Very subtle way of, remember, we as salespeople manipulate the person on the other side of the screen to get what we want. That's what we do. We've got to listen. We've got to change our word tracks. They're called, by the way, that's what it's called, word tracks. I have my word tracks. But, change mine to fit your personality and just copy them because they fucking work.
I would say, the bigger commercial jobs, I would say that's not me right now. Maybe one day, but I'm,
It scares him a little bit. The commercial jobs scare him because he's not used to it. Not because he can't physically do it, it's because he's not confident. So ask him, is it that you don't have the equipment for it at all, or what exactly scares you from the commercial jobs?
Okay.
I couldn't be efficient enough at that to compete in that market right now.
No, there you go. He's just told you. He thinks he can't compete. Of course you can. Joseph, yes, you can. A lot of these business owners are never told anything that makes them feel confident about themselves. Of course you can, Joseph. Why do you tell yourself that? Why can't you compete? Because I'll tell you something, Joseph. We work with the big dogs in commercial land clearing. We work with them. A lot of them aren't smarter than you. A lot of them don't have better equipment than you. But they roll the dice, they take the risk, and they play the game. That's the only difference.
I would say...
And even if you just left it at that and moved on, it makes him think, these guys are actually trying to help me.
The bigger commercial jobs, I would say that's not me right now. Maybe one day, but...
Whereas what you said was, yeah, I get that. It's just not enough, dude. Acknowledging the customer, I get it. But give him a bit back. The guy's just told you a fear of his, and you've just gone, yeah, I get it. Do you get it, though? I don't know if you do. I don't. It's the same. Commercial and residential is roughly the same. It's the same work. I don't get it. So when you're in these sales calls right now, it's very normal for you to just, you're mentally surface level. Right? You're just asking the questions and hearing the answers. You got to hear the meaning behind the answers he gives you.
Bye. What more?
I just noticed here, mate. When you ask how much do you need to scale things up instead of how many, perfect, because in the script it says how many do you need, and you've adapted it to how much because you've learned that these guys just tell you, well, it depends on the size of the job and this and that. You've adapted to it. So well done.
It's
all right, listen to this. You ask for the impact. Listen to what he says.
Yeah, it's maybe it's been stressful for me because I don't like to, I know I don't take it. I take it personally on some level. I feel like I'm not doing my part, and I get down on myself about it. But it is what it is, and I want to, I can fix it. I know that. I just need a little help generating some profit.
Okay, Joseph hasn't bought from us yet. This man hasn't bought from us. He isn't a client. He hasn't changed his situation. So, I need you to digest this for a second. You've let a man that was scared and needed reassurance that we could help him walk away from a big opportunity that genuinely could transform his business and help him spend more time with his daughter and his wife. You've let that man walk away from the sales call and not sign up with us. That's all I'll say. Let's continue. Okay, so he just told you he's 15 to 20k a month revenue on average. Profit margins for land clearing are about 60%. Like, bro, the fact that he's walked away from the sales call and his objection was he has to move money around tells me that he's genuinely he was just bullshitting you. He didn't have to move shit around. He just didn't have the balls to pull the trigger, and you didn't push him hard enough.
Okay. I'm probably 30.
Good. You're kind of re-asking the question of like, is 50k really enough for you? Like, you really want to get to that point? What I would say to him is, I'll be honest with you, a lot of the guys that start with us, they have very small expectations and want to be at 50k a month minimum. Like, that's not a lot. That may seem like a lot now, but it's really not in the grand scheme of things. When your business gets past 100,000 a month, again, like, that's just another peak of the mountain. There's the next goal of 250 a month, and then 500k a month, and then onwards and onwards and onwards. And the problem is, Joseph, a lot of people's mindsets just aren't there. It's doable. It's very doable. And I'll tell you something as well, Joseph. If you didn't keep scaling with us and keep growing your business and keep paying us more and more and more every single month, guess what? We wouldn't have a very successful business ourselves. We need you to start scaling to big figures, because then you can pay us more, right? And he'll say, yeah, of course. And I said, okay, so, like, if you were seeing consistent results, you'd happily scale and spend more. Yeah, of course we would. Good. Move on. I future-paced a little bit, just a little bit. I'm adding in seeds, sowing seeds. Sales calls are about sowing seeds in their brain before you sell them. It's very clever. By the way, you just said something. You said something real good. You mentioned most people don't know what they're even looking for. Like the pretty pictures, the video ads, they don't make a huge difference. Who you show it to does. Well done. You now don't sound like a salesperson. You sound like the solution expert. Good fucking work. I think by the way, your KYC is so fucking detailed, it's nice, right? But what makes an effective KYC is not how many questions you ask, it's the questions you ask and why you ask them. Like, there are just a couple questions you're asking here and there. They don't actually help you as a salesperson. They don't reveal much to you. You know, it seems like maybe you're just trying to get an extra question in, try and make the sales call a bit longer. I need you to ask questions that you know will give you ammunition. For the most part, you're doing that, by the way. You're like 99% there. It's small tweaks, mate. Small tweaks. I think cutting down a little bit of the fluff keeps it real concise and powerful. I feel like the transition between the pitch and the KYC and the pitch isn't really that smooth. It's a bit abrupt. I'm going to change the script a little bit. Yeah. Okay, this stage of the pitch. By the way, so far so good. The pitch is fucking brilliant. It's effective. It's tailored to you and your personality. You know, this is what tells me that you have a lot of potential, is that your pitch actually sounds so fucking natural. It's really good. However, just make sure to keep updating the slides. You should be on the page that says qualified leads by now, because you're talking about how we qualify them.
Let me give you an idea right now. So every single marketing agency does use filling out a form, but I'll tell you the difference is what some marketing agencies do is they keep a really short and easy form. That way a lot of people, in their mind, like when you see it, they're funneling the leads, but they're giving you cheap leads. These leads don't really have to fill out the form, do everything. It's kind of easy for them to get to you. The easier you make it for them to get to you, the more people you have wasting your time. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that makes sense, yes.
Yeah. So we have like
a lot of that.
Yeah.
Well done, by the way. Good fucking job. You're thinking on your feet. You're giving him more detail.
Fill out everything, but the second you call them, they're like, why are you calling me? Like, and they hang up the phone. Like, why are you mad? You filled out my ad, right?
Right.
So our leads that'll be coming to us, they'll need to fill out a 15-minute form. Keep that in mind. They'll have questions like, are you just shopping around? What's your budget like? How big is the job? How far away is it? When do you need to get it done by? So you're telling me, Joseph, if you found out every single one of these and each lead that came to you from these ads had to fill out this form, that's pretty much already 3/4 of the time wasters gone, right?
Well, yes, definitely.
Yeah, because why would they fill out a 15-minute form and not come on a 15-minute?
Well done. You're changing his psychological beliefs. Well done, really good.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
They actually got a
just
project that they know what they want and a budget and all these things.
Yeah.
Yes, that's great.
yeah, and more importantly, from that form, you can even find out if you're just shopping around. That way, you can see how you want to treat it, or if it's too small of a job for you, you don't even need to.
It's sad. Here he is. He's nodding his head, a happy guy. He's like, oh, this is going to help me. This is going to help me spend more time with my kids. But you didn't close him, Abby. You didn't close him.
Bother calling them up. So you're saving a lot of time like that, right?
Right.
And yeah, and once we do get these leads to qualify and come to you, I still agree that 1/4 of the time wasters will still remain, because I would say it's impossible to get rid of the all 10 out of 10 time wasters, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
So-
I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, good. You're asking about what do you do in the sales process? Do you have the time to call them? Now, here's where I'd be thinking as a sleazy little fucking prick of a salesman is, he just told me about his wife and kids, and how he wants more time. I want you to teach him. I want you to show him how what you're about to sell him, how we book his estimates for him, will save him so much extra time. You know that extra 30, 40 minutes you spend each day calling up your leads? What would you do with that time? Well, I could do this or do that with my daughter. Fantastic. Well, this is how we stave up that time, and then talk about the AI
It's
texting.
the time too, but because I'm not, and I say that, like, look, I don't always have the best intention, but people are, they're gonna write on the next.
Wait, and that's just not it. It's not
Well done, another little seed you can sow a say. And you know the exact same system we use to scale our business to 8 figures is using the same lead generation technique, the same AI system to follow up to get you to show up to the score. Again, it shows them like we've used it, we've scaled our business with it.
just saying hi, hey, how are you? It's to get you to book, so that once you have the time, you can call them up, right?
Right. Yes. That way you're giving them the instant. Right now, I'm available to you. Set the time up. We talk. Yeah. That's
Exactly. We're gonna have your appointment calendar and everything set up, so it's gonna make them book on your time slot, right?
Dude, the guy's fucking nearly jumping around. Look at him. He's sitting, leaning forward. He's fucking ecstatic, mate. You're selling him it.
And it's not just that, by the way. That's just one thing. What it also does is, let's say it books, and to
Bro, look at this. I didn't know it could do that, but that's wonderful. That's great, he's saying.
further save you time, the AI will also ask them for a picture of the job site. So now when you open the chat, you can take a look at the job site. So again, you're saving time, because now you can see.
Bro, you're teaching him, and a lot of running around, and it kills me. I hear you in the pitch. You're saying it saves you time. It does this, and then this saves you time. Bro, you've adapted the pitch. Well done.
Something you had in mind.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that, but that's wonderful. Yeah, that's great.
I mean, this already saves you so much time. The fact that a lead comes in, you don't need to stop your work, stop whatever you're doing.
Yeah, I agree for
sure.
sure. Look at the. I'm literally reading the transcript. It's fucking insane. He's saying this to you. I like that. I like your job. Exactly. Look at these fucking words. He's replying back to you. So you go over the guarantee. Safety barrier. Fantastic. Let's keep.
Exactly. And keep in mind, this is not just me saying it on call. This is actually signed in the contract too. If we don't actually get you those, trust me, go ahead, sue us, right?
I'm not gonna see.
Okay. I get it. It's a joke, but don't tell a customer go ahead sue us. Like I get it, joke around, but like just don't. Just don't. Because we're a big business, all right. We can't have people like say, oh well, the salesperson said I could sue you guys. I'm like, oh fuck me.
Yeah. And keep in mind, this is not just me saying it on call. This is actually signed in the contract too. If we don't actually get you those, trust me, go ahead, sue us.
Just say, listen, it's legally binding. We have to. Just say that. Don't say sue us.
Right.
I'm not gonna see. I like to take your word for it. I like that you manage your word there.
Exactly.
100%.
And also, let me give you an idea. So you might be wondering where all of the leads that get qualified and stuff go to, right? You know why I keep asking you that? I think it's best to explain. You're probably a bit confused, right? It's because our business model doesn't work from these 3 months that you'll be working with us. These 3 months are just to give you an idea of the results we provide for you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, go on.
I see you. This is the shit I like. You're fucking taking on board the feedback I gave you and you're putting it straight into a fucking sales call. Well done, mate. This is, you know what I said before about word tracks I use? You've used one right there, and I tell you what, it fucking landed. Well done.
Actually.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. Yeah, I think I know where you're going. Go ahead.
Yeah, so what we do is actually, we want long-term clients, like ones that work with us for the next 4 to 5 years. We've actually been running for 6 years now, and we have clients that have stuck on in those 6 years for about 4 years from now. And that's
good.
But they'll have a few things.
Towards the end, you actually discredit a lot of other marketing companies, so well done. Very good.
okay. Please keep in mind 2 charges. One for us, that is either $4,500 for monthly payment or $2,500 upfront, and a small $33 per day that goes to your ad.
The wording isn't good. It's either $4,500 for monthly payments. Bro, no it's not. $1,500 for monthly payments. Like, say it like that. It's more digestible. It's a $4,500 minimum contract with $1,500 a month payments. Like, read it how it is in the script. Make it seem like it's less than it is. Otherwise, you scare them.
I want you to be clear of. Okay, please keep in mind 2 charges. One for us, that is either $4,500 for monthly
By
payment.
the way, I love the way you're clear about the 2 charges, the 2 costs. It's great for compliance. Well done.
Here with the 2 prices, right? I want to make sure you know that.
Yes,
$33
yes,
per day ad spend. Great.
Yes.
So would you like to know a bit more about this? Would you give me a chance to brag about it a little bit, just so you know what
Yeah.
you're getting yourself into?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Okay. I would have spent a little bit more time clarifying how he would prefer to pay it. So say to him, like, just before we move over to the next questions, which of the 2 do you think you'd go with? Would you do the 2,800 up front, or would you do the 2,500 up front, or would you do the 4,500 a month contract? Not a month, fuck, over the 3 months. Really split it up with him, really try and get clarity whether it does actually fit the budget. Because it would have pre-handled the fuck out of... Remember, his objection at the end is moving money around. I thought you said it fit the budget. Like, you've got to really be clear.
Yeah, makes sense. So, and you are clear with the two prices, right? I want to make sure you know that.
Yes,
$33
yes,
per day admin. Great.
Yes.
So, would you like to know a bit more about this? Would you give me a chance to brag about it a little bit, just so you know?
Yeah.
And besides this, actually, you can go on our page. There's the address for our founder, Jack. His address is on there. So we want you to know that we're not going to run away. We can't run away anywhere. Like, everything is on here. Obviously, other than some personal stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much about us. And you know what? Let me explain to you something else, Joseph.
Also, if you ever mention me and say our founder Jack, also mention that he will speak directly with me the second he signs on, and he will be looked after by me too. I won't just disappear into the background. I'm accountable for every single customer that signs up with our service. Like, make him feel like we are a team, and I will look after him. Just throw that in there.
We do have a setup cost, right? But you can see on the screen, it is $300 for any. Do you know why that is?
Make me put my money where my mouth is, right? Just see if I'm serious about it or not, right?
Yes. Number one, that. But the second reason that a lot of people don't see is because if you say, I'll think about it and all that stuff, and we need to keep chasing you around, the problem is we don't really know when to put our team onto your work yet.
I really like this.
So what that does is create a lot of uncertainty. It makes it really hard for us to plan ahead. So sometimes we get into a scenario where we don't have the time and the space to allot some people. So we end up losing money like that. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, yeah. You got to take the time to pick when you need to know when you need to do it instead of
exactly.
So you just got 3 people on and I say,
You're kind of pre-handling objections here, by the way you phrase the setup fee. I want you to do that over and over again. You fucking nailed the setup fee delivery. Well done.
yeah, right now. That's what you're about,
yeah, exactly. So like how we put our mouth where money is, or our money where our mouth is.
Right,
so we expect it. Yeah.
The same in return. Yeah, I like that.
And this is our onboarding roadmap. So once you start signing with us, this is how the process is going to go. So you first sign up, then pretty soon in the next around 24 to 72 hours, you will be onboarded on a call with Jack, who is our founder.
You'll be onboarded with Jack within 24 hours. Make it very clear, make it concise, like, boom.
I like that.
And this is our onboarding roadmap. So once you start signing with us, this is how the process is going to go. So you first sign up, then pretty soon in the next around 24 to 72 hours, you will be onboarded on a call with Jack, who is our founder. And after that, we'll start approving your AdWords with you. So we'll get access to your account, just the managing marketing side of your Facebook accounts and your other accounts. We'll set it up for you. We'll set up your landing page, improve that. Also optimize your Google search so that you end up a bit more on the top. And to be honest, you should have your first estimate within 72 hours from onboarding with us.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the step 4. That's the first job you get.
When he asked you about the ad spend here, just tell him it's billed daily. And say Jack will tell you how that's allocated. It's allocated automatically.
So according to everything we've discussed so far, is there anything that we do for you that's not enough? Is there something else you'd like to be covered?
No,
not a good question.
You covered more than I even knew you covered. That's great. I like it.
Awesome. So, and again, just to clarify, once you see the results, as in you reach that 50 to 100K in the first 3 months, you will be expanding your team, right?
No doubt about it.
Perfect. And you'd keep working with us, right? If you saw results, you wouldn't back off and run away.
No, I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds me. I'm not going to do that.
And are you certain that what we do will actually help your business grow, or are you still a bit iffy about it?
I mean, I feel pretty confident
let's
it will.
make that stronger. This is not how to close, right? This is not how to close, but we'll work on this.
Now, the 2,500 now, I probably got to go. I probably got to move some money around, but I can do it today. I can do it right now, but you got to give me a minute. But I'll get on my banking app, and I got to transfer from one bank to another probably just to get it where.
No, trust me, that's completely fine.
Okay, all right, cool.
And when would you like me to call you back for that?
No. Bro. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Please listen to what he just said.
The 300 now, the 2,500 now, I probably got to go. I probably got to move some money around, but I can do it today. I can do it right now.
I can do it right now.
But you got to give me a minute.
But you've got to give me a minute.
Get on my banking app.
I can get on my banking app. I can do it right now. Give me a minute. I will get on my banking app. And you told him, when can I call you fucking back?
I got to transfer from one bank to another probably just to get it where.
No, trust me. That's completely fine.
Okay, all right, cool.
And when would you like me to call you back?
Oh! Bro, what the fuck? Okay, let's keep going.
That
What time's it now? What's your schedule of like? If I can need an hour. I need at least an hour if possible to get all that. Make sure it all gets done.
Okay. Do you know he doesn't? He just told you I can do it now. I can do it on my banking app. But because you said when can I call you back, he's like buying himself time. You could have had him. You could have had $2,800 in the account there and then. But you just said to him, I'll call you back. He said I'll do it now, and you said okay, I'll call you back.
How about I send you the link for the payment, you check it out, and then you call your bank and set it up?
Okay, that works fine. Yeah, no problem.
Perfect. Let me send that over to you right away.
Okay. No. Like, he's told you, I want to pay right now, and you said I'll call him back. What is the lesson we learn from this? We never, ever, ever assume something that the client just said. Listen. Like, really closely listen. Because no matter what, if you get off the phone with them, they might not buy. I tell people to pull over their car and pay. This guy, who was in serious need of our service, still hasn't bought from us because you let him off the call. Not because he doesn't want to buy from us, but he's too scared because you let him off. So you could have had another sale. He could have bought from us. You could have helped him and his family, but because you didn't listen to what he said, your whole sales call, the whole sales call, all the 45 minutes that you just did, and I'm going to be so fucking harsh here, I'm sorry. The entire 45 minutes you just did has gone to nothing because of one small error. One small area. Which is not listening to the customer. Who can't move money around on their phone? He just told you can. And also, even if he, like, couldn't move money around, drop sell him. Or take a setup fee at least. But anyway, on a positive note, technically speaking, in my eyes, you did close him. You did. Like, your sales call closed him. So you could have doubled your conversion rate for this week. By the way, if I'm going to classify that as a close in my mind. It was just a mistake, right? Your closing rate is now at about 35% for the week. You're now a whole 15% above the industry average of a salespeople. You are now 15% better than the average salesperson. That takes a lot. Well done. But you didn't close him. You could have, but you made a mistake. You made a mistake. There is one piece of this call, of every single call, where you got to be locked in, mate, and it's the fucking close. Like, you could have had him. Lesson learned. Hey? Fuck.